handful of blocks. Matter of fact, he had 5 of them. As the Spurs, who have won 5 straight, 21 of their last 23. What Miami flew. They were up by 10 against these Heat, and Wemby on Norm Powell. Come on, man, nothing normal about this. How? And he turns defense into offense, and you're going to hear Wemby tell you himself, defense is half the game. So if defense is half the game, what is the other half? Offense.
I'd say offense and effort.
That's what I'm saying, because you can't measure effort, you can't measure heart. You can measure the score of the game. It was 76-58, and how does he make that pass? Falling out of bounds at the baseline, gets it to De'Aaron Fox, who was like, you know what, man, you're the one who worked hard for it, you finish. Lobbed it up to Wemby, who was calling for it, yak. 26 points, 15 boards, 5 blocks. 10th game this season from Wemby, going 25 and 5 blocks. The rest of the NBA has 10 of those games collectively. More of the same. Come on, man. Wemby catching the oop. Spurs are up 91-63, and then Wemby can handle the pill too. That's just nasty. 26 points, 15 boards. Spurs win again. MVP, Wemby?
3 arguments. My first one would be that defense is 50% of the game, and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race, because I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Second argument would be that we almost swept OKC in the season, and we dominated them 3 times with their real team and 4 times with more rotation players. And my third argument would be that offense impact is not just points.
Hey, we are with Iman Shumpert this morning, our NBA analyst. We were talking about we haven't seen a cocky Frenchman like that since Jean Valjean in Talladega Nights. Shump, okay, Wemby makes his case for MVP after the game. What do you make of what he had to say?
I think he told no lies. I think he said everything he needed to say. I think they put him on the spot by asking him that. And they thought that he would take this high road or this humble route to giving them an answer. And I don't think he did that. I think he showed that I work hard for this and I want this. This is something that he's probably wanted since he was a child. And there's nothing wrong with living in that innocence to say, if I go out here and I do everything that I'm supposed to do, I lead my team the way I'm supposed to lead my team, I should be in that conversation. He feels like he deserves it, and that should be internalized. But, you know, he got asked the question and he laid it on the table. I love this because we got a league of people that answer things politically correct. I think he answered this from his heart.
And to your point, I mean, the effort level is constant on the defensive end. There's no metric for shot alterations, and he does that. He makes people second guess their original plan on the defensive end of the floor. Let's keep it in the West. Lakers' 9-game win streak. It ended last night. They lose to the Pistons in Detroit. ESPN Analytics, I'm going to show you this now, gives LA just a 4% chance to win the Western Conference. Thunder have a 67% chance to make it back to the finals. So how much of a chance do you give the Lakers come play?
Hey, listen, I'm not an analytics guy. I'm a guy that went out there and played the game. I know that willpower shows up at the end of games. I think the Lakers are exactly where they want to be. We didn't think they would be third in the West. Here they are, sitting comfortably behind OKC and San Antonio. I think they've played their way into the best route that they can have to make something happen in the postseason. But I don't expect too much from the Lakers just because they don't have defensive presence to me that can last long enough to deal with some of the big names in the West.
That's Iman Shumpert. He should know he's been in many playoff battles in his career. Shump, we appreciate the insight on SportsCenter.
Thank you.
All right.
Nobody's perfect. He's as close to perfect as an athlete as we have.
May I interject?
Go ahead.
CeCe always talks about sports character. Could he be sports perfect?
He's the solution to all the problems. If you think about it, we complain all the time. Guys don't play hard enough. Guys don't care enough about the sport. Guys factor in load management. We have all these problems that we present in sports. If we just tangibly make it about some of the guys that he's quote-unquote competing with for MVP right now, Luka doesn't play defense and complains to the officials. SGA people say is a foul baiter, which I have no problem with because if you get to the line, who cares, right? He does all of the things that we say we get annoyed with these other athletes for doing wrong. He does them right. The way he carries himself off the court, he's openly talking about MVP. And yeah, he's the right messenger for the message. Pat Costello has brought up, what if LeBron said these things, you guys would be bothered? Yeah, he's right. We probably would be. So at this moment, at this time, he's the right messenger, and he feels like the solution to all the problems.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that there is a certain aura around Victor Wembanyama. This is somebody that came into the league with an incredible amount of hype and lived up to it, similar to LeBron. But where I think they're divergent is that a lot of the things that he's talking about are things that fans want more of in the game. This dude is talking about him being the MVP, not because of the stats that he's putting up on the offensive end, but it's talking about how he defends, how he alters the game, how he scares the hell out of opposing players when they want to get to the rim. Mm-hmm. He challenges and contests everything. Even if he's playing in an all-star game, it doesn't matter what he's doing, he's competing. He's not out there chumming it up, trying to be buddy-buddy with everybody on every team and openly flirting with wanting to go to a different franchise like LeBron has throughout his entire career. Mm-hmm. That is not Wemby. So that's the difference. And there's a certain likability that comes along with that. He's found a way to ingratiate himself with basketball fans and obviously the Spurs fans in a way that LeBron didn't early on in his career. And so this is somebody that we find ourselves rooting for. And here's the other thing that makes it a little bit different with LeBron, just a little bit. Victor Wembanyama is 7'5". Mm-hmm. It's a spectacle. Mm-hmm. And that we are attracted to that when it comes to sport. So I get where Pat is coming from, but I do think there are some key differences here. And Wemby putting it on wax saying that he wants to be the MVP, I have no issue with it whatsoever.
Is Wemby America's sweetheart? The way that you described him about everyone wanting to cheer for him, everyone I know is obsessed with this guy. From a basketball perspective, from a personality perspective, from an expectations that are being delivered upon at only 22 years old perspective. He is must-see TV. Everyone's enamored with this guy. And he has this confidence about him that doesn't come off as arrogant. It comes off as factual and likable. He's endearing. Everything he does is endearing. Is he America's sweetheart?
But you know what?
We all love him.
He is Smalls. And you know another thing that makes him America's sweetheart is that he doesn't use coded language when he gives interviews and he does post-game press conferences.
He's direct.
He says exactly what he means.
Yep.
And it's direct, and it's in a way where everybody can understand it. So it's not complicated. There are no veiled shots at teammates or other people around the league.
He doesn't talk down to anyone.
No, he doesn't talk down to anybody. He shows everybody a modicum of respect.
He's elegant.
He's elegant. It's refined.
But dominant.
It's a combination unlike anything we've ever seen.
It's
in the NBA.
It's as rare as his body type.
In sports, period.
Why did you put your hands up cheering when he made the defense comments? Because I saw you when he said the game is 50% defense, and you physically moved your hands up. For those listening on the radio, I'm trying to imitate this on television. CC put his hands up like as if his team won the championship. We did it. Why did you react that way?
Well, when we have the conversation about the greatest athletes in all the sports, we say, we defer to basketball players, we defer to hockey players. Those guys play offense and defense, right? They have to play all facets of the sport. You know, it's just when it comes to breaking down the pitchers versus, you know what I mean? So, like, I just look at pitchers and quarterbacks are one thing, but it's like, this guy plays offense and defense. He plays both phases of the game. I think that matters when we have the conversation in the NBA, because you're literally playing defense, you know, every single possession, just like you're getting out there on offense. And yet we weight the offensive statistics in a way that is outsized when it comes to trying to quantify the impact of a player on an outcome. And so I think that with Wemby, when you watch him play, you see how he changes the math for his team's defense. I'm watching a Heat game last night, Ev, and this dude is defending the top of the key three from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Think about that. What that does for a defense. he can still be there, help side. I saw when Davion Mitchell beats Dylan Harper off the bounce, and then Wemby pins the layup on the backboard. It's just an incredible play. I think it's the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. It's unbelievable. And you're thinking to yourself, man, there are only a handful of guys in the NBA that can even attempt to make that defensive play. And so if we're going to talk about what the word value means in MVP, then we have to talk about the entirety of the game and not just one phase, even though, albeit it's the most entertaining phase, the offensive side of the court.
So would he get your vote, both of you, for MVP right now?